Oh, will you look at that? It's everyone's favorite creature in the universe, Rachel Zegler. What could possibly go wrong yet again?
Weird, weird.
Hey guys, Neurion here. Disney executives are absolutely panicking due to the disaster that the casting of Rachel Zegler as Snow White has turned out to be. Financial analysts went from saying that this movie would make over $1 billion to now saying that it will brutally flop and lose Disney hundreds of
Bro, never trust a single person in Hollywood. How can you be a business analyst and say that this thing is even gonna make a single sentence be beyond reasonable? Who the hell estimates it at the start over $1 billion? Who even comes near into $1 billion here?
millions of dollars. And the main reason for that is the main star of the movie, Rachel Zegler, who not only turned the entire audience against herself, but Disney as well, and even her co-star Gal Gadot. We're gonna go over the attacks of Zegler against Gadot, why everyone
I love this interview so much. It was so great. I love it. She just completely goes off the rails and starts girl bossing, and Gal Gadot is there like, yeah, yeah. Okay, time to stop. It was great.
inside and outside of Hollywood hates Rachel and the plethora of boycotts she already caused against the movie. And what better way to
Wait a minute, she's almost looking reasonable here. What is happening? Huh. Wow. I guess this is the best she can look?
start than with a short compilation of some
Too bad that's probably 5 tons of makeup. And the moment she encounters any moisture, she just melts.
of her best moments that showcase what kind of person Rachel Zegler truly is under all of her makeup. Here it is in her own words.
I'm a narcissist. Original cartoon came out in
Beautiful. Oh man. They tried so hard to make good PR about her, and there we go.
1937, and very evidently so.
Okay.
There's a big focus on her love story.
Oh man, this was horrible. This was when she was saying, I hate everything about it, and then they tried to, okay, let's backtrack everything this absolute vapid toilet rag has said and pretend that she never said it and she said the opposite. Didn't work. Who would have expected?
With a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird. And then it became like, I will elbow everyone out of the way to play the part. People will assume it's a love story just because like we cast a guy in the movie.
Right.
She literally has not heard no a single time in her life, and when she does, she blows 15 rape whistles. It is what it is.
Andrew Burnap, all of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
I say, if I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
And we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader.
Yeah, this is the same part of that interview. No, it's like a little bit, but then she goes completely off the rails, and I love it so much. This is great.
She knows she can be.
You know, they say that beauty is on the inside. But if that was the case,
Hell no.
then Rachel Zegler would be one of the ugliest people
Listen, beauty is on the inside is what ugly people tell you when they want to gaslight you.
in the industry. As she herself proudly proclaimed, she's a narcissist. And everything she showed us so far definitely confirms that statement. Like how she elbowed anyone out of the way to get that role, despite stating how much she hates Snow White. Or how she went onto the street to protest, in front of cameras of course, and demanded of
Hell
Disney
yeah.
to pay her for every hour the Snow White movie would be streamed online. You can just
Oh, this is just so disgusting and bad. Dude, they had to, well, admittedly, this is bad, but it's technically, I guess, better than the 7 diversity hires that they were gonna do for the dwarfs in the first place, and none of them would be dwarfs because the midget in, what's it called, Game of Thrones says, oh, that's bad. Or something like that. Yeah, because he's an authority. Oh god, just no. Hollywood is rotten, rancid, and Completely messed up.
To pay her for every hour the Snow White movie would be streamed online. You can just truly feel her thankfulness and what an honor it is for her to be able to play this iconic princess.
Dude, we should be happy. We should be erecting statues of Rachel Zegler because she exists in the first place. That's what the world should be doing.
It's known for her humble and kind character, and her skin that's as white as snow, hence the name Snow White. But we're not gonna talk about that today. All jokes.
Okay, listen, it's not gonna be as bad as Sleeping Beauty. No, it wasn't Sleeping Beauty, but I'm sure she's gonna get the same, and she's gonna get the same stuff soon, okay? Don't worry about it. It's, damn it, I'm spacing out on the name. Romeo and Juliet. Have you seen what has happened to Juliet over the years? Well, I hope you haven't, because it's bad.
Aside for a moment, Rachel has absolutely tanked this movie with her quote-unquote promotion of it. In interview.
Oh yeah, this is the interview where they try to save it, and she's like, "Oh my God, Snow White, iconic character, absolutely love her, best thing ever, yeah." Disgusting.
Movie with her quote-unquote promotion of it. In interview after interview, she expressed just how much she dislikes the original classic and just how outdated its themes like love are nowadays, at least according to her. She described the prince.
How outdated it is to not be a rancid witch. What a time to be a time.
In the original as just being a creepy stalker, and that the new adaptation won't feature those outdated patriarchal concepts like true love or a man saving the woman he loves. The new movie, which was updated for modern audiences, won't feature those things, but will instead focus on Snow White becoming a
man, she must be
ruler, and
she must be so jealous walking in that skin-tight costume, okay? Oh my God, she must be so jealous of that troll-looking creature.
The leader. And Zegler is very proud of that new direction, and after all, she heavily encouraged it. The problem's just that audiences don't seem to be all that excited about how her movie changes the story of the classic and the positive values it promoted, like love, or how it showcased Snow White as being humble, friendly and caring. Whereas this new movie will show
women need to be evil and unlikable. That's the way the world should be.
Her as an independent,
I mean, Hollywood's doing a good job at that.
And selfish person that doesn't need or care for anyone else. And another problem is that audiences also don't seem to like Rachel Zegler all that much, cause she comes across as very narcissistic, rude and ungrateful. Her casting and those—
You know what I'm actually wondering about? So, I know that Mike Zero is milking Rachel Zegler attacking Gal Gadot a lot. Haven't watched him in a while, but I still see the video titles. They're brilliant, by the way. He's milking the system like there's no tomorrow. Complete made-up stories, by the way. But I was intrigued about this one because this one says the same thing. Now, I'm not saying my video will not be even more this, but worse. But, you know, you get the point. I'm wondering if that actually has happened. Because, again, Rachel Zegler, firm Palestine supporter. Gal Gadot, very firm Zionist.
Those changes from the original caused the movie a ton of backlash. And when I say a ton—
And as a white person from Europe, I just have to say, I literally just wish they kind of, never stop and destroy each other, because I don't give a shit.
I really—
Why would I?
mean it. Hate unlike anything Disney has ever seen before in the company's history. None of their movies ever received this much hate months before it even released. From posts, to tweets, to comments, to videos that are being made against it. It's crazy, but I think Disney actually—
Dude, all of this seems cringe except Gal Gadot. Because she's hot.
Managed to bring people together with this movie. Not in the way they expected or hoped for, but it still brought people together in hating on the movie. And it resulted in some content that I must say is quite entertaining. Like this parody of it here, summarizing the whole movie in just 1 minute.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Let's see.
Oh, Jesus, that's so bad.
Excuse me, your curtain. Please allow me to help.
Help? From you?
spare me your white savior complex. I don't need anything from someone like
Yeah, you tell him.
you.
I didn't mean to offend. I just thought you should
Ooh, soy.
know that
That I should know what? That some privileged white guy thinks his opinion matters? Get over your entitlement. I'm not some damn
Well, to be fair, it's not her house, so why does she care?
damsel in distress
Because she's not a good person, so you know.
waiting for you to ride in on your high horse.
I'm really sorry. I was just trying to be kind.
Kind? If you
Kind?
wanna be
Yeah,
kind,
that's evil.
Disappear and take the patriarchy with you. Seriously, go away, stalker. You're weird. Weird.
My
Man!
queen, you're the fairest, but no
Hell yeah.
longer the most evil.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I must admit, they really nailed Rachel Zegler
Dude, if she doesn't try to poison the food of the Seventh Watch, I'm gonna be disappointed.
face here. But I can already imagine the moment Disney sees this and says, who leaked the script to our movie? Cause this has to be how it plays out. Especially the part with Gal Gadot playing the queen and the magic mirror proclaiming her as the fairest of them all, but no longer the most evil one. Cause that's a title that goes to Rachel Zegler. And the fact that people overwhelmingly agree that Gal Gadot is prettier than Rachel seems to be one of the main reasons
Damn right.
why she began to hate her co-star. And the thing that started an
Okay, listen. Okay, we can play make believe, pretend, and say that everything is fine and completely ignore this. But listen, women care about being hot more than anything in life, and that is just fact. At some point, she could not ignore the fact that everyone's just calling her ugly compared to Gal Gadot, and if you want. I'm not saying that's the most important thing in her life, but it is. Because it just is. And everyone knows that's true.
ugly conflict between the two. Memes like this have been going viral online, making fun of the
I'm pretty sure I used this as a thumbnail once.
premise of the movie that Rachel Zegler is playing Snow White, who's supposed to be the prettiest woman alive, and that Gal Gadot is playing the evil stepmom who's supposed to be jealous of Rachel's beauty. Or you'll also find funny comments like this everywhere, like Snow White saying, "I don't need a man," and the prince responding, "That's fine, I'm here for your stepmom." You see memes and comments like this
Nice.
everywhere, and it's not hard to see why. I wouldn't call Rachel Zegler ugly, but she's literally competing against Gal Gadot in a
I mean, I would. She is. Unless you cake that thing up, it's not gonna look good, okay? You need to try really hard to make this more appealing than your average 20-year-old gas station employee.
beauty competition in the movie. That's the whole plot of the movie. And Disney picked Gal to play the role of the jealous stepmom. The same Gal Gadot that won the title for Miss Israel, a beauty competition, and competed for Miss Universe against a bunch of some of the most beautiful women in the world. And that's
Nowadays she would have to compete against a man, but that's okay.
the person Disney picked to play the part of the evil queen that's jealous of Rachel Zegler's Snow White. It was inevitable that people would make fun of that premise. I don't understand how Disney didn't see that coming. And Rachel Zegler, being someone who's very
Because Disney's insane.
active on social media, maybe a bit too active, she of course ran across more than just a couple of those kinds of comments or memes. And her being the narcissist that she is, she of course couldn't let that sit on herself. That people are saying that she's not on the same level as Gal. So she decided to make a pretty mean-spirited post.
Just being a woman and getting told that you're uglier than some other woman is bad enough. But when you're this much a delusional, self-centered megalomaniac, yeah, that probably hits 100 times harder.
About that. She posted a bunch of pics of herself on her Instagram with the caption, "The fairest, by the way." And it's pretty
Damn.
obvious that that was made as a response to all the
Damn.
people saying that Gal Gadot looks prettier than her. But Rachel
Damn.
writing that caption saying, "I'm the prettiest, by the way," comes across as kinda insulting towards her co-star. Cause Gal never said anything about her looking better than Rachel. And yet Rachel
Well, Gal Gadot definitely has a lot more brains than her.
clearly has no problem doing that. Or maybe she didn't think it through before she posted that. It seems like she doesn't think through a lot of the stuff she posts or says. But once again,
Why would she? She's literally a product of her environment. Now, that 100% does mean that we get to still blame her because, you know, being a product of your environment is one thing, but being a product of your environment and then encountering the real life and still thinking, nah, I'm always right is a different story.
Again, it proves that she's a narcissist, very arrogant, and doesn't really care about other
She's missing a septum piercing and we have the full package, boys.
people. But that post of her heavily backfired.
By the way, how bad is this? Not even a single I can fix her joke has been said about her.
The comment section is completely filled with people humbling Rachel.
By the way, and as you can notice, woman, woman, man, woman, woman. I can't wait for men to be blamed for this.
And defending Gal, saying that Gal is much prettier, that she is the fairest, and that Rachel just comes across as evil. Rachel was already very
They probably already blamed men for this, even the comments are most overwhelmingly women, because women are really nasty.
Unpopular. But how and why does she keep making herself even more unlikable with everything she does? When you're a famous person like Rachel, a lot of eyes and ears will be on you. Especially—
How the hell did she even actually get famous? Let me Google that. How did Rachel Zegler get into acting? First thing, huh? Okay. Zegler, then 16 years old, responded to the casting call tweets with a video of herself singing Tonight and I Feel Pretty. Obviously she did. She had performed the role at the Bergen Performing Arts Center in... The fuck is this? She was selected from over applicants for the role of Maria, marking her film debut. Who the hell is Maria? Role of Maria? In what? How was Rachel Zegler discovered? Discovered by Steven Spielberg. God damn that dude. Out of blah blah blah. The Golden Globe for Best Acting in Musical Comedy. Role of Maria. Why can't... What is this magical role of Maria? Okay, so Steven Spielberg just had his way with her when she was 16. Got it.
Especially nowadays, in times of the internet, everything you say or write could go viral and have drastic consequences for you and your career. That's why celebrities, especially if they're really famous, or in some cases really stupid, get themselves managers to guide them and stop them from doing certain things before it's too late. Point is, Rachel is someone who desperately needs a manager.
Everyone has a manager, just because it makes your life easier, okay? A manager is just a babysitter who does things for you. But Rachel Zegler is gonna obviously ignore her manager because they don't understand anything.
But the sad reality is that Rachel already has managers. She just refuses to listen to them.
Yep.
Even when she's told
predictable, and we know.
Not to do something, she does it anyway. It's not a secret that she has derailed the remake's ad campaign with a plethora of controversial statements, which she kept making even after branding experts warned her not to do it. And even
Dude, Hollywood, as much as I understand, forbade her from actually doing things online because she's just continuously destroying everything, which was hilarious and deserved, obviously. But one of my favorite things is she actually tweeted one thing that was agreeable, reasonable, and not completely self-centered BS. Now, the problem is that she couldn't help herself and literally 5 minutes later tweeted out something that completely ruined everything again. But she once had a tweet that was actually reasonable. Once. Just once. You know, the stars do align sometimes.
Even told her that she could end up triggering a boycott. And what did she do with those warnings, with that advice? She chose to ignore it, cause her ego is just too big. She can't keep her mouth shut.
Okay, can we get to the Gal Gadot is evil part? Rachel Zegler. I love blah blah blah.
But then she
Oh, this is the tweet, by the way!
Followed it up with
yeah, here we go. It instantaneously follows with Free Palestine because you just need to keep politics and everything. Beautiful.
another tweet where she promotion. Let's please stay out. So why did
Let's find Gal Gadot. There we
Rachel
go.
bring that conflict up in her movie promotion? Well, it's because her co-star Gal Gadot was born in Israel and because she supports her country of origin. She was crowned Miss Israel, she served in the Israeli military, and her family still lives there. So it's understandable that Gal Gadot would have an emotional connection to that conflict. So Rachel, who lives in the US and isn't involved in it in any way, bringing up that conflict in the
To be fair, saying that you don't live in that place where things are happening is a very stupid take, okay? I don't live also there, but I'm still kind of affected by the fact that one country is literally committing genocide and does not care to stop for whatever reason. It is kind of affecting me.
promotion of a movie they star in together was clearly meant as an attack on her co-star. And while Gal didn't respond directly,
Oh, so this is it? That's it? It's just that one tweet is magically an attack at Gal Gadot? I would be surprised if Rachel Zegler even knew that Gal is from Israel, honestly.
to that, she did post a story on her Instagram with a quote from Martin Luther King and the words, "Only love can truly save the world." So in contrast to Rachel, she instead advocated for love and peace. On her Twitter, on the other hand,
God, all these Hollywood takes are so cringe.
she got a bit more personal. She reposted a tweet that said, "Trying to campaign on the head of your co-star who actually lives through war just so you look cooler with the kids is really pathetic." And now
Did she respond to her?
that was clearly meant as a response to Zegler's comments. Rachel is definitely known for speaking really pathetic.
So Gal Gadot is claiming that she's the victim in this conflict? Okay.
That was clearly meant as a
Okay.
response to Zegler's comments. Rachel is definitely known for speaking her mind, even if it's not in her best interest. Yet
Speaking one's mind implies that there is a mind.
her making that insulting post about her being the prettier
So that's the whole thing? That's literally the attack?
the anti-Gal Gadot side or the anti-Israel
Oh yeah, there is an anti-Gal Gadot side, and there's literally everything, because of course there is. In any case, yeah, so the attack part is not really that much. Well, it kind of almost happened. Gonna milk it also because it's a good name. Anyway, 10 out of 10. Narion. 10 out of 10. Bye.